What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to 10cc with their song Somewhere in Hollywood. This is off of their album Sheet Music, which was released in 1974. I have never heard of this band. I don't know what they do, who they are, or what to expect, and that's just fine. This is a viewer's choice by Vernon. So Vernon, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate it. And I think a few other of you guys have mentioned this band. So I'm excited to see where this takes us. You don't always know where the road's going to end, but, you know, we can start walking. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. And let's do it. This is Somewhere in Hollywood by 10cc.
A star with the stature of a Harlow, who's doomed and groomed to enrapture all her co-stars and stuntmen, co-stars. Oh, let there be lights, action, sound, lights, action, sound, roll out. Out in the mezzanine, on the arm of a dumbarine, her beauty looks out like a trailer. Norman Mailer waits to nail her. He's under her bed and he's waiting for her to bed. He's out on the patio with his Polaroid and scenario, and he's armed and he's dangerously close. Was the weather when I was a kid? She gave me a feather from her gown to cool me down, and I was the galley slave who lost his heart when the ship went down. Lights, action, sound. I had a part in the talkies when you were a little girl. I've taken Lassie for walkies when she was the pup that vaudeville threw up, and destiny led her hand in paw to somewhere in Hollywood. It's crazy, a dog up in Beverly Hills.
You know? I kind of like that. I kind of like that a little bit. The vocals reminded me a little bit of Queen when they really started to get into it, which I was surprised because I was listening. I was like, what does this sound familiar? There's a nice opening with this piano leading and this synthesizer kind of playing on top of it. It sounds like, I'm not quite sure what it was, but it sounded like some sort of synth. There were a lot of shifts in the music too, but not shifts like it would change structure or would change from like one completely random part to another part, but shifts within each section of the music, which I found really well done, especially by the drumming. It would play around and change its beat a few times here and there, and it would come back and normalize it. So it was really cool just the way that it moved within the groove of the song. And this song really does have this very playful and slightly theatric feeling to it, and not in that it's being very overly expressive or overly dramatic, but it feels like a stage play, and not even by characters, but the music itself has this like musical quality. And that's a really cool drop right there. I like how it brings up that tempo, slows it back down, and has this nice driving rhythm to it in which the piano and the bass play a huge part in that. Yeah, it's really interesting the way that they use that synth because it doesn't come in all the time, but when it does, it almost sounds like a vocal part. See, like in that section right there, like the drummer's playing around with that beat, which is just really cool. And that sound right there, it's so brief and it happens a few times from what I can tell throughout the song. But to me, the song is called Somewhere in Hollywood. It seems to be talking about actors and people trying to make it in Hollywood. I'll go through the lyrics in a little bit. But just that little sound effect sounds like the glamorous side of Hollywood, but how fleeting it is because that doesn't last long. And then it moves on throughout the rest of the song, which is very humbly eccentric. Like, and that's what I kind of get from this song. It has a lot of obtuse angles in it, but nothing that's like so obtuse that it's like an avant-garde kind of song. It's actually very coherent, it's very well put together, and it's relatively straightforward. And it ends here with this nice pairing of the piano and the synthesizer, which I find really nice. Yeah, I find that it moves very interesting. I don't know, I've never heard of them before, but it's kind of cool. Getting to the lyrics, down on the casting couch a star is to be born, a star with the stature of a Harlow who's doomed, and grim to enrapture all her co-stars and stuntmen and co-stars. So someone who's trying to make it in Hollywood, not Ollywood. They're on the casting couch, they're ready to be the next big thing, but are they really ready to be the next big thing with all that may be involved? I also like in the lyrics how he plays with some of the words and the phrasing. At the end of one of the verses he says, and he's armed and he's dangerous. And then it goes into the next verse, he pauses, Lee, close was the weather. So it's just a cool way of playing with the words there too. And then the last verse, I had a part in the talkies when you were a little girl. I've taken Lassie for walkies when she was the pup. Hand in paw to somewhere in Hollywood. That's crazy. A dog in the Beverly Hills. Crazy, crazy. So this I don't know, what is he, a talent manager or whatever they call that? Someone who's looking for the next big thing. Someone who's looking at actors and actresses. A talent, there's a certain word for it. Whatever. You guys are going to fill me in. So he has experience in Hollywood. He has experience in the industry. He's saying, you know, I walked Lassie. You know, I walked Lassie, and now Lassie has a house in Beverly Hills. You stick with me, and you're going to be the next big thing, even though that person may not be ready to do the things that may need to be done in order to be the next big thing and make those sacrifices. Anyways, interesting lyrics. The music is really good. I liked it a lot. But I want to know what you guys think of the song. So you can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. Vernon, thank you so much for the recommendation. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Got no horns and they got no